Preservation Project. Topic: Disaster Management. Subject: Social Science. Acknowledgement. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to my social science teacher for guiding and providing me this golden opportunity to do this wonderful project on the topic disaster management, which helped me explore and understand various man-made disasters and the ways to prevent them. Secondly, I would like to thank my parents who guided me for completing the project within the given time frame. The objective of this project would be to implement a plan with the following criteria. Given information, data, history of wars enable the readers to understand the intensity of wars and get some ways to prevent wars. As we know that wars is one of the deadliest man-made disasters, it is mainly because to control resources for religious or cultural purpose. Also, it can be due to the legitimacy of certain laws. The reason of wars are often very complex. It can be due to more than one cause. This project ensures that the readers get to know about the wars, its types, the deadliest wars in history, etc. War. War is a situation or a period of fighting between countries or groups of people. A war generally involves the use of weapons, military organization, and soldiers. War is a situation in which a nation enforces its rights by using force. Not every armed conflict is a war. Wars have been fought to control natural resources for religious or cultural reasons and over political balances of power. They have been fought over legitimacy, correctness of particular laws. They have been fought to settle arguments about land or money and many other issues. The reasons behind any war are often very complex. While a war can start for just about any reason, there is usually more than one cause. Types of war. The types of war are Cold War, Colonial War, Insurgency, Fault Line War, Invasion, Proxy War, Range War, Religious War, Undeclared War, Total War, Limited War, World War. Insurgency can be of three types: War of Independence, War of Liberation, and Civil War. Police action can be a type of undeclared war. Top 12 Deadliest Wars in History. The 12th ranked war was Second Congo War, year 1998 to 2003. Casualty 5.4 million people. This war was between Congolese forces and Rwandan, Ugandan, and Burundi forces. The 11th ranked war was Napoleonic Wars, year 1803 to 1815. Casualty 3.5 to 6 million people. This war was between French Empire and allies and European powers. The 10th ranked war was the 30 Years' War, year 1618 to 1648. Casualty 8 million people. This war was between Catholic and Protestant states in Central Europe. The 9th ranked war was Chinese Civil War, year 1927 to 1949. Casualty 8 million people. This war happened between Kuomintang-led government and Chinese Communist Party. The 8th ranked war was Russian Civil War, year 1917 to 1922. Casualty 9 million people. This war happened between opposing political factions Red Army and White Army. The 7th ranked war was the Dungan Revolt, year 1862 to 1877. Casualty 20 million people. This war happened between Hans, Chinese ethnic group, and Huis, Chinese Muslims. The 6th ranked war was An-Lushan Rebellion, year 755 to 763. Casualty 36 million people. This was the rebellion against the Tang dynasty of China. The 5th ranked war was World War I, year 1914 to 1918. Casualty 40 million people. This war was between Allies and Central Power. The 4th ranked war was Taiping Rebellion, year 1850 to 1864. Casualty 20 to 30 million people. This war happened between Manchu-led Qing dynasty and the Han Hakka-led Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. The 3rd ranked war was the Qing dynasty conquest of the Ming dynasty, year 1618 to 1683. Casualty 25 million people. This was the transition from the Qing dynasty to the Ming dynasty. The 2nd ranked war was Second Sino-Japanese War, year 1937 to 1945. Casualty 25 to 30 million people. This war was between the Republic of China's National Revolutionary Army and the Imperial Japanese Army. The most deadliest war in history was the World War II, year 1939 to 1945. Casualty above 100 million people. This war was between the Allies and the Axis power. Impact of war. The impacts of war are loss of life, mass destruction, forced displacement, long-lasting effect on country's economy, reduction of material and human capital, political instability, population decrease, habitat destruction and degradation, disruption of government services, extensive emotional and psychological stress on citizens. Ways to prevent wars. Wars could evidently be prevented if nations brought all their disputes against one another before an international body for a peaceful settlement. The ways to prevent wars are: educate oneself on the issue, understand the situation, cause, consequence so that prevention can be done. Developing a respectful relationship with everyone. Communicate or voicing your opinions on prevention. Oppose racial profiling, curbing of civil liberties, and backlash against immigrants. Reclaim patriotism. Conclusion. War is always a choice, and it is a bad choice. It is a choice that leads to more war. It is not only the possible response to conflicts. Non-violent action and resistance is better because it resolves the conflict. It must be built into the society institutions for conflict forecasting and peacekeeping. It must be built into education in the form of knowledge, perceptions, beliefs, and values. I believe that harmony and peace can start from our society so that the world will become a better and peaceful place to live.